What is going on, guys? I'm Nick, and today we're taking a look at another case for the iPhone 14 Pro, and it's going to be the first one we look at from Moft. This is going to be their Snap phone case, and this is going to be their gray sort of black colorway. So starting with the packaging, as always, you get a really nice photo of the case right there. You can see the color it comes in. And down here, it's going to say compatible with MagSafe right there, because of course, you already know, MagSafe for life. Every case needs to be MagSafe right now. It says strong magnets, scratch resistance, and camera protection right there in the corner. Looking at the sides, completely blank, as well as the top and the bottom. And looking at the back is where we get a lot more of the features. So here it says self-healing to light scratches. What that means is that the coating on the case itself is actually going to help sort of not only prevent scratches, but over time they'll sort of tend to fade away and disappear. See, camera and screen protection, 5 feet of drop protection, enhanced magnetic strength, works with snap-on phone stand and wallet, and works with snap phone stand and grip. Moft does have a ton of other accessories that are all MagSafe, from wallets and stands and grips, so maybe I'll check some of those out in a future video. Just let me know if that's something you guys would like to see. Down here, just a little bit more information, iPhone 14 Pro. But enough of that, let's get into the packaging itself. So this case does come in at just about $40, right below that, like $39. Either way, I'm gonna throw the price up on the screen as always. And as soon as you open it, super simple unboxing, you immediately get a look at the case itself. I'm gonna pull this out. And that's all that's in the packaging, so we can set this to the side. And here it is. So there's some dust on it already. Just gonna wipe it down really quick to give you guys a nice look. And here is where you can see that really nice sort of gray. It's a really nice shade of gray right there. And you can see this portion right here that has the name on it is going to be clear, and you can see Moft right there. Taking a look at the inside, you can see that white MagSafe ring, which isn't visible through the other side. And the sides of the phone are all just completely clear, standard clear case feel to it. It is going to be a little slick, but we can talk about that a little more as we go through. Now let's grab the phone, which is right here, the iPhone 14 Pro in space black, and let's snap it right into the case. Starting with the volume side as always. Just going to start it right here. Super solid fit, and just because of that, we're going to start with the fit test. So just making sure it's in all the way. Didn't feel like it was for a second. And as you can see, super nice rigid fit, especially for one of these more minimal clear cases. Okay, we do have a tiny bit of give down here by the cutouts and a little bit by the buttons, which is kind of to be expected for like a minimal clear case like this one. But everywhere else, it is an extremely nice tight fit. And there is what the case looks like itself. Just look at that. Super nice color. I'm pretty sure if you have like the white phone or really any of the other color iPhones, it's going to stand out in such a nice way, especially because of this sort of little window we have over here. Just going to wipe it out one more time. So since it is a clear case, it is going to collect fingerprints. Maybe not as much as full clear cases. I have realized it in the past couple days that I've been running this case. It doesn't collect fingerprints an insane amount, but it is going to collect fingerprints. That's important to remember. And just look at this. Super nice looking case. Now let's talk about protection. Starting with our camera lenses as always. So you can see right there, it is not a substantial lip, but it's definitely one that is going to keep those lenses safe. It comes up just enough to keep the cameras recessed. And because of that, I do want to try the wobble test. And let's see how this goes. Starting at the bottom where you're normally going to be typing, pretty much no wobble. Isn't until you work your way up that you do get a significant amount of wobble in the top left corner. But then again, that's not really Moft's fault. It's just because of how large the camera module is now that you really do need to raise that lip, which leads to some wobble. Now moving on to the front lip, you can see it is going to be a rather minimal lip, but definitely one that is still there and still going to keep your screen safe. I do have a tempered glass screen protector on here, so if you don't have one, you'll end up with even more lip than I do here. But if you are running one just like me, you're still completely in the clear. It's going to keep your phone protected, nothing to worry about. Moving on to our mute toggle switch right here, we do have an oval cutout. Again, I would love to see a rectangle shaped cutout, but it's totally preference, doesn't actually matter, and it is just enough to allow you to get to the mute toggle without really any problems. We do have air slits in the volume buttons, so just in case that worries you, this case does have them. We're going to try out these buttons. Super nice and tactile buttons right there, really clicky. Honestly might be some of the nicest buttons on a clear case like this one. Moving on to the bottom, to the rest of our cutouts, we do have a pretty generous lightning port cutout, as you can see right there, and precise cutouts for our speaker and our microphone right there, as you can see. Really generous cutout for the lightning port actually. It's really wide, as you can see right there. And then moving on to the right side, completely blank except for our power button, which does also have air slits in it, as you can see right there. And test this one out. And pretty much just as nice as the volume buttons, also super tactile, really nice. And of course the top is just going to be completely closed. Something I do want to point out is that the entire side of the phone, all sides, top, bottom, and both sides, have this micro dot texture on them. It helps with keeping from getting those wet spots that some cases can have when the clear material is contacting the metal of the phone. So I personally don't mind it. I don't have anything against it or prefer it, anything like that. Just something I felt I should point out for you guys. Yeah. Now, of course, the case does have MagSafe, so we have to test it out as always. Starting with the Spigen O-Mag ring, which is a phone grip and stand in one. We're just going to snap it on right here. And you could tell that was a very demanding snap. Okay. I'm shaking it pretty hard, and I can't get it to fall off at all. Okay, I don't want to say anything yet, but definitely shaping up to be a very nice set of magnets. Also, peep the new wallpaper in case you hadn't noticed. I did swap it out from the other one I'd been using, but that's not what we're talking about right now. Anyways, super nice magnets on this. There we go, I missed it. That could be because of the clear material sort of forming a suction with the rubber on the back of this, but definitely like the magnets so far. We're going to move on to test some wireless charging, as well as a little bit of strength with the Apple MagSafe battery pack. Snap it on. As you can see, wirelessly charges just fine, and it is super on there. I don't think I've ever shaken a phone this hard with a battery pack on and seen this. As you can see, I'm simulating a drop right there, and the battery pack is going nowhere. It's not even shifting. Okay, this is impressive. That battery pack is so on there. Look at that. Look at how hard I actually have to try to peel this battery pack off. This is one that you can throw in your pocket and yank out. Battery pack's not going anywhere. You could throw this in a backpack and run around with it, and I'm confident this battery pack's gonna stay on there. Super nice to see that. And yeah, if you drop your phone, this battery pack's not going anywhere. Now the big one, the MagSafe wallet test. I do run my wallet a lot, and I want to see if I can trust this case with it. Snaps on, detects it just fine, and it is so on there. It is not going anywhere. You guys can go check out my other videos, and you're definitely gonna be able to tell I've never shaken a phone this hard when it comes to testing MagSafe. Yeah, this one is not anywhere at all. Same thing. You could toss it in your pocket, toss it in a bag, and I'm confident when you pull your phone out, that wallet is still going to be there. Yeah, definitely 100% trust this case with my MagSafe wallet. Now the biggest test that we do, we're gonna see if this case can lift this heavy Anchor charging stand, and so far I'm not worried about it. Snaps on just fine, and it picks it up and we can actually fully shake the phone. Usually you'll see me and I'll sort of wiggle the phone a little bit and we'll drop it. I am fully shaking it over here, and there it goes. These might actually be some of the strongest magnets I've tested on a case so far. If you want a case that is focusing itself on MagSafe strength, this might actually be the one. Crazy impressive. I hadn't really used too many MagSafe accessories in the couple days of me testing this for you guys, but that is just incredible. Now I'll give you guys one last look around and then we'll call it a day for this one. Starting with the cameras again. As you can see right here, we have that lip that's nothing too insane, but just enough to keep those cameras protected. Moving over to the front, we get that more minimal lip that does go all the way around the phone. And while it might not be anything insane, it is definitely going to keep your phone safe when you set it face down. It's going to protect you from scratches, things like that. So we do have our cutout over here. We have an oval cutout for the mute toggle switch, which is perfectly fine. Pretty simple to get to. You can just use the tip of your finger like that. We do have air slits and our volume buttons. Super short test, feel great. And then we have really generous cutout for the lightning port and accurate speaker and microphone cutouts right there. Moving on to the right side, nothing except the power button, which does also have those air slits in it. Not a huge deal for me personally. I don't really mind those air slits, but I know some people aren't really the biggest fan of them. And then it's going to be completely closed over on the top. And remember, it does have that micro dot texture all around the sides. That's going to be pretty much it for this one, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Super solid case at, I think, a pretty fair price point for what you're getting. It's a really solid aesthetic and it does the job. So be sure to subscribe if you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like. And if you guys have any recommendations for any cases, accessories that you guys want to see, leave it down in the comments below. I try my best to respond to all the comments. I know I miss a couple every now and then, but I will get to you. Just be a little patient with me. I'm definitely working on getting better at it. But that's it for this one, guys. I'll see you all around.